Hey everyone, welcome to our AC Unity analysis series, and to kick things off, in this short video we'll be making an analysis of the making of AC Unity. But firstly, we'd like to say a special thank you to ItsXF, who is actually a member of a French website who did most of the analysis work, and he's kindly allowed us to share his good work with you. So along with that, we'll also try to go even further with our own analysis. So to get things started, the first thing we can see is an old woman, and she seems to be quite an important character of the game, because if you look at the name of the model, you can see the name of Woman Templar, and we rarely saw a female Templar in the franchise, and having an important female character in AC Unity would be very interesting. And a lot of the Assassin's Creed fans, they were disappointed that we couldn't play as a female character in the co-op mode. Moving on, we can see a younger woman with the name Elise, and we think that she might be a potential lover of Arno, or she may simply be an NPC who will appear in the crowd, but we highly doubt that, otherwise why would Ubisoft have given her a name? And in the next scene, this is actually a cutscene, and we can see a man who seems to be punishing another man, and we can assume it's a Templar, and perhaps this is one of the new flashbacks. Now, for those who may not know, in AC Unity, when you assassinate your target, you will now have flashback about the target's life, and these flashbacks, they will reveal some very interesting information which will be useful for us in our hunt for the Templars. Now, we can see a face of Arno without his hood, and we don't think there's anything to say about his portrait, as the picture does say everything about it, but this is a young man with long hair, and he will probably remind you of Ezio. And another image reveals a mission in which we find Le Pelletier, Louis Michel Le Pelletier more precisely, and yes, my French is terrible, and he is actually a real person, and he'll be part of AC Unity. And a little interesting fact is that he actually died on the day of the execution of King Louis XVI, so is this coincidence? We don't think so, so Arno may have something to do with this event. And another image also shows Arno in the same mission in a building that appears to be the Louvre, as it is written on the right side. And if we look back at the first image, we can assume that Arno is on the roof of the Louvre. And another little snippet of information that may be interesting is it seems that a hot air balloon is part of the game, and this is certainly what we can see on this picture, which reinforces the theory that the hot air balloon was invented in 1782, which is of course a period very close to the French Revolution. So maybe we'll also play some original missions similar to what we had in AC2 through to ACB with Leonardo's machines. And now for the most interesting thing. Here is the list of the 12 co-op missions that will appear in the game. We do hope that there will be further missions added in the final game, but we shall have to see about that one. So the list of missions are as follows. Machine Infernal, and this mission, it might have something to do with the guillotine, or maybe even the hot air balloon. Danton's Sacrifice, this might be about Danton's death, and he was sentenced to the guillotine in 1794 during the period of terror by the advocates of the revolutionary, because he was accused of being too lenient with the enemies of the revolution. The next mission is Heads Will Roll, and once more, this might surely be about the guillotine. The Food Chain, this mission will be set in the winter of 1793, and it could be about the starvation in Paris during the period of terror. Austrian Audacity, and if it is indeed about Austria, we'll talk more about Marie Antoinette, which is King Louis XVI's wife, and it may be about her execution in 1793. And whilst we're on the subject of Marie Antoinette, you may not know this, but Arno also has Austrian origins, so is this coincidence? Girondist Roundup, the mission might be set during May to June 1793, and during this period the people of Paris put pressure on the Girondists, which led to the fall of this faction. The next mission is the Tournament, and we absolutely have no idea what this one could be about. The next mission after that is Women's March, and the true Women's March happened on the 5th and 6th of October 1789, and this was one of the first events of the revolution, and basically all the women, they walked from Paris to Versailles mainly to ask the king for food. The next mission is Jacobin Hand, and the mission might be about the Jacobin Club, which is the most famous club during the French Revolution, and it was really active during the Terror. But after the fall of Robespierre in 1794, the club it was closed and many of its leaders were executed. Kill Roux. We think that this mission is about Jacques Roux, another famous person in the revolution. He officially killed himself on the 10th of February 1794, and he was a pioneer of a kind of socialism. So why would the assassins want to execute a man who is for equality in society? Moving Mirabeau. Yes, my French is terrible, but this mission is about the Comte of Mirabeau, a noble who died in 1791. And as you see in the title, this is the E3 demo we all know, in which Arnaud and his 3 allies assassinate the Marquis. Since it is a specific demo, we doubt that it will be in the final game, but we can live in hope. And finally, we would like to talk about the present day. And as seen on this picture, the Eiffel Tower serves as a model for developers to build Notre Dame at the correct scale. But what if we visited Paris in the present day gameplay? Well, in AC Unity's present day, we will be playing in first person, but no longer as an Abstergo employee. We are truly ourselves, and the assassins will recruit us from the beginning to explore the revolution. But anyway, that is all for this short video. As always, we hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for our future videos and keep a special lookout for Neo Suko, who is preparing a new tribute. And also, we are still working on our first Initiates video. So until next time, take care assassins, and we shall speak to you soon.